The fact that I just said that out loud, it's kind of like skin coming from the skin.
Good people, good nights, good highs, good health, some tears, some...
Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, leave a comment, make sure you subscribe so I can continue to create content for you guys. But today we're here for nonetheless to do a test wear on Mario foundation. It's been going viral all over the internet and it has a little shimmer. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it definitely has the shimmer. We're gonna test wear it out on my channel today. So when you first, this is what it looks like. I am the color 5 neutral. My skin is already prepped, ready to go. This is what it looks like. This is the texture of the foundation. And then when you first put it on, I already tried it for my TikTok people. And if you want to see my TikTok, go ahead and subscribe. This foundation, I have to tell y'all, it matches to my skin so good. So good. Going in with my beauty blender. I have textured skin, so I'm doing this review for the girls that have textured matte skin. I have whiteheads that, you know, make my skin a little bumpy than usual. I'm trying to get back to my glass clear skin, but you know, when you have your hormones jumping up the walls and up and down, it's normal. It's okay. It's literally nothing crazy. I'm picking at my face, so I'm in the process of healing and getting back to my normal skin. And that is the process right now. And look how beautiful, light but still full coverage this foundation is giving. It's giving glowy. It's giving skin coming from the skin foundation. Like, oh my god, y'all, I am so obsessed with this foundation right now, where it might even beat my Chanel. I don't know. It's literally that good. I'm gonna do a test wear. It is 12 o'clock. I'm gonna wear it. I have to do content outside at the beach today, so I'm gonna be definitely outside. I'm gonna see how this foundation wears. It's so hydrating. I can literally feel my face just eating up the hydration because my skin is dry to combination. Once you put anything hydrating, my skin immediately absorbs it. Like, it feels like it's eating it up, which is so good for me, and I am here for it. This is literally just my restroom light. No studio light is on. Y'all, the foundation is good. It's like skin-like. It's not too heavy. It's not too mattifying. It has like a luminous finish to it, which if you're my light beat girl and you like, you know, not too much, this foundation is it. I think it's so good. I'm actually just gonna do this glam with no studio lighting and just chit chat with y'all and see how, and you know, share my thoughts on a couple things. So I've been watching this podcast and she's honestly great because she is so open to talking about things that, you know, other people shy away from and they don't want to talk about it. But it's like, we're human, let's talk about it. It's normal because we are doing it behind closed doors. So let's just talk about it. It's not taboo. There's this episode that she does with these two girls that have their own podcast, Good Mom, Bad Choices or something like that. Let me pull it up because I don't want to say the wrong thing here. Shan Boudram. I said Shannon. My bad, Shan. My bad. It's basically two moms and they openly talk about threesomes and self-pleasure. They talk about basically their experience with threesomes with each other as single mothers. In this society now, they are just ladies that are opening conversations that, you know, I think some people are already doing, but they are afraid to talk about these things because it's so taboo. It's so not regular, and the people that are doing it is kind of like, you know, they feel like they have to shame themselves because they like having threesomes, I guess. They were talking about, you know, how she thought that, I mean, if I'm doing this, like, am I a bad mom? Like, I'm, you know, having a threesome and I'm coming home and putting my kids to bed. Me personally, when I was listening to that, just because you are doing things to, you know, please yourself in the bed, that's like a threesome. I don't think you should be slut shamed that you might be a bad mom because you like to do threesome. Again, she's a single mother. She can do whatever she wants to feel her best so she can release. There's nothing, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do I feel there is different strokes for different folks? Yes, for sure. Because not everybody is into the same thing. And that so happened to be the thing that sets her rocks off. There is nothing wrong with that. That doesn't make her a bad mom. And for her, I guess that was her journey, having to do, you know, emotionally go through that. And friend that she said at first was basically with the shits. And she came open with her because she didn't feel like her best friend was gonna judge her, which they started doing a podcast together. Now they do, you know, retreats, whatever. They help other women find that. Women prioritize finishing first. So on Shannon's podcast, you know, they talk about like women, sometimes we forget to put our needs when we do have sexual relations with a man. We're so focused on pleasing them, we forget to please ourselves. That girl, that hit home. Whenever she said that, I was like, oh my god, yes. Like, I feel you, because me being in the Asian culture, right? I don't know. So me being in my culture, we don't really talk about sex. It's like so taboo to us, where we don't talk about it. My parents never talked to me about it. I never really understood what it was until I would say a sophomore in high school. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was really clueless. I just didn't know. I didn't know what a period was until I had to have it, and I was freaking out and I thought I was dying. I told my dad, and my dad was like, you need to call my mom. And I think things like that, I feel like your parents should talk to you about, but because of my culture and stuff like that, a lot of things were taboo and we didn't talk about, where I'm like, why don't we talk about these things? These things are so necessary to talk about, and y'all want to talk about it. Needless to say, I resonated with that because at first, when I lost my virginity, I never really got to finish. I didn't realize finishing, that's what it felt like. I thought if the guy finished, like, the sex is done, like, sex is over. I genuinely believed that. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, that is so sick for me to believe that and think that for so long. What in the heck? What? My existence, like, what I really believed that if the man finished, the sex would be over. Like, the fact that I just said that out loud, it's kind of like it's weird, right? We prioritize men where we don't get we don't finish and they finish, and you know, y'all both go to sleep, whatever, y'all both go y'all's way, and it's like, oh no, you need to wake up and you need to make sure I finish too. What? Me? You cannot finish if you're a man. If we're sleeping together, you cannot finish before I finish. Not happening. Literally not happening. Like, we gonna run it back, redo, hold on, pump the brakes until I'm done. So whenever they said that, I was like, I feel the conversation that they had started, and just listening to what they were saying, some of the things that they were saying made sense. You know, I resonated with it. So, and I felt it, and I was like, you go girl, you go girl, because the stories that they were saying, I was like, oh, the podcast is great. I think y'all should definitely check it out. It's definitely something to open up your mind to different things that, you know, a lot of people don't talk about. And Shannon be bringing the guests that are open to talking about it. And these things, it's okay. You should definitely talk about it, because if you don't experiment, you're not gonna know what you like, what you don't like. You know, you can't shame something if you've never tried it before and you don't know what it's like. Even me speaking, I've never, you know, I've never dabbled in a threesome, and so I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't know. I can't speak for that. Will I try it one day? I don't know. Makeup is on. I literally put some mascara on my lashes and it looks great. I'm really feeling like these lashes are mine. Feeling the light beat, y'all. I'm gonna give like, hair is done. The glam is glamming. And we're gonna go test wear this foundation now. So I'll see you back in a couple hours. We're shooting at the beach today. Where are we doing it?
Let's try to do just like one up. Okay. Yeah.
Hi y'all. So excuse my lip. It looks a little crazy, but look at my foundation. Girl, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:24 p.m.
7 hours. Makeup's still on. Been outside shooting. My hair is not curly anymore. I mean, I put oil in it, so it's not curly anymore. It's kind of crazy. But my makeup, other than my lipstick, looks great. Foundation, I think it's neck to neck with my Chanel. I might even like it better, and it's half the price. So if you haven't tried it, run to Sephora and try it. Especially if you have dry to combination skin and textured skin and you need hydration to your face. So I need you to tap in and try it. And while you're there, grab yourself the $10 Urban Decay setting powder, because for the under eye part, obsessed. It's giving brightening under the eyes like how I want it. It's just, I'm living it. I'm living for it. 10 out of 10. It's a cop for sure. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. Bye, babes.